Bella. I would never, ever do that.
What the hell were you thinking?
Bom, galera, eu tô aqui com parte do elenco de Crepúsculo, a saga, né? Lua Nova, que vai estrear aí logo mais. Nessa passagem relâmpago pelo Brasil, a gente vai aqui conversar com eles um pouquinho e saber o que eles estão achando aí dessa segunda etapa da série. So guys, welcome to Brazil. I saw this morning loads of fans screaming because of you and going crazy. When you started working on the film, did you guys have any idea what you were actually getting yourselves into?
Definitely not for Twilight.
Yeah.
I mean, when we filmed Twilight, we had no idea that we were going to have this kind of reaction.
This is wrong, Edward. She's not one of us.
What do you think is the main reason behind the huge success of Twilight? Is it the vampire plot or like the impossible love story? What is it?
I think it's a combination of both. I think that if it was just a vampire movie with werewolves as well, it would be maybe popular for fans of fantasy films, but this is not a story about vampires and werewolves. This is a story about people. It's a very heightened love story.
He's gonna make a scene. The Volturi will kill him if he reveals himself in the sunlight.
No, Edward, don't!
I'm scared. The fact that they are these fantastical creatures just sort of takes the stakes of their relationships and makes them life and death. And it also, I think, for young girls, the reason they really love it is because I think that girls generally have an ideological idea of what love is. And this gives it to them in a way that seems real. Like, oh, I could actually have that. I think the whole vampire thing, it just makes it more. Like, if he wasn't a vampire, it probably would still be a good movie or book, you know?
Let's talk about the characters in the second film. It seems that the relationship between Bella and Jacob is deepened a bit. Is it right?
Yeah, New Moon is where Jacob and Bella develop their relationship. They're best friends. They're best friends. Bella starts, falling for Jacob when Edward's gone. He's always there in her mind and visions as well. But yeah, it's the beginning of the love triangle.
Do you see any interesting parallels between the fact that Bella is getting more mature and you as an actress as well?
Yeah, every movie that I work on, you always are better at the end of it. You always know more, better perspective. But like in direct relation to just Bella and me, I think actually in the first movie in Twilight, she's very unabashedly herself. Like, she trusts that what she feels is the right thing. And I've always sort of been like that. She knows that there's not necessarily an answer for everything, but as long as she feels it, then that's the right thing to do. And then in New Moon, everything that, her whole belief system, her whole world that she's set up is taken from her. And so suddenly she's like, oh my God, I don't know anything about myself. I don't know anything about like the world, whatever. And I feel like I've done that. Not right now. It's not like right now I'm sitting here going, oh my God, I'm lost, I don't know anything. But I think that happens to people, yeah, a million times in their life, is realizing that like, you have no control. There's only one way I know to see him.
So, you're an adrenaline junkie now?
New Moon takes the story to a different level of action. It also has more special effects. How is it to act with a wolf that is not there really, and like cables and also CGI? Is it interesting? Is it hard?
It was fun. I enjoyed all the physical aspects of New Moon and everything I got to do.
Because he's really good at it.
But yeah, I didn't really have to do anything like as my wolf. I just, you know, I transform into a wolf and then I'm full-blown CGI. But I couldn't imagine.
Except for the eyeballs.
Yeah, except for my eyeballs. My real eyes are in the wolf's eyes.
I'm protected, but I can't help myself. You are so mouth-watering.
Your acting is extremely natural, right? And I think it keeps the viewer grounded in reality. Like in the middle of this crazy story, we keep believing it. How was the process of rehearsal? Do you have a coach? Do you follow a specific technique? How was it?
Well, there were two different approaches on Twilight, because two different directors. So on Twilight, there was more, rehearsal and discussion. It's just you sit, you have, depending on how much time you have before you start actually filming the movie, usually it's like 2 weeks to just go up and sit with the other actors and think about every idea that you've ever had about it, and you know, either say, yeah, that's a good idea, or write it off, or just, you can't, because filmmaking is such a collaborative process, if everybody's not telling the same story, then the natural aspect that you're talking about will never come across. So I think just getting to know, rehearsal-wise, I can't run things over and over. Like I can only talk about it. Like I can talk about the script, but I can't run the scene, because then I feel like if I do it again, I'm like lying. I'm like imitating something that I did before.